Okay, so it looks like Johnny Depp might waive the $10 million that Amber Heard is ordered to pay him. If you don't remember, if you've been living under a rock, Johnny Depp was awarded $10 million in the case against Amber Heard, the defamation case against Amber Heard. But he's teaching us a valuable lesson, because restoring his reputation was the #1 priority. In the past few years, Johnny Depp has lost various opportunities based on the allegations that Amber Heard levied against him. And it's a lesson for all of us, because sometimes we have relationships that take over, that reduce our ability to get out there and do what we have to do, that actually impact the way we're able to earn, that suck energy from you. And so what I think Johnny's doing here is an energy shift in this thing. The energy that has been expended in this case, and the fact that Johnny had originally said he lost $50 million. It's a judgment for 13. They take it down to 10 because they can't go any higher than that in Virginia. For him to forego the $10 million judgment and basically forgive her of that obligation based on her not pursuing any countersuits, because that's important. She has to drop everything at this point. We've seen the energy shift just in the midst of this trial. How many people were out there rooting for Johnny in a time where he had been basically a pariah? And in the industry, in the film and television industry, if you get a bad reputation, it costs you a lot of money. Not just the missed opportunities, but potential further opportunities that he was missing out on because of this stain on his reputation. And we have to be careful of that in relationships as men. Sometimes we can get into things where it's purely about the physical, and we don't really take the time to evaluate the character of the woman that we're dealing with. It's come out into this case that this lady was actually diagnosed histrionic personality disorder and borderline personality disorder, allegedly. You know, it's not confirmed, it's not 100%, but they evaluated her and they found that these characteristics existed in her. And if you've ever dealt with anybody that has BPD, it's an interesting experience. I had a woman that was in my life that was going through this, and like, the relationship was a roller coaster at all times. And it was hot, it was cold, it was, oh, I love being around you, I never want to see you again for 5 years, and then somehow she blows back into my life, you know, that type of thing. It was a lot of drug use on her part, and trying to get me to take drugs, and I don't do drugs, you know what I mean? I've never been a big drug advocate, but it's just very tiring. And what happens in your life is that you start taking on some of the energy that she's bringing to you, and you realize it takes you off your focus of what you're trying to do, and you start losing focus of your own goals, your own artistic life, you know what I mean? Like trying to basically hold on to a bull, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you ever see those bull riders, or even a mechanical bull and like the saddle ranch or somewhere, you know, and you're just trying to ride and stay on? Yeah, that's kind of what it's like. Of course, Johnny's not blameless in this. Of course, he had his own issues. You know, they were both raging, you know what I mean, drinking out of control, taking their own drugs. But a lot of that situation is an energy suck. And what happened is Johnny had an energy suck in the realm of $50 million. Like, can you imagine losing opportunities that would have amounted to $50 million? But what Johnny's doing, and you know, it could be a right decision, it could be a wrong decision. He's deciding that I've got my reputation back. I've got fans that are supporting me now on my ventures. He opened up a TikTok account and got 14 million 14 million followers in like record time, like a day. And just being able to rebuild and re-get into what it is that you love doing. He released a song, you know, he likes to do music and he likes to do art, so he's released some NFTs. So he's all of a sudden this wellspring of creativity has come out of him, and I'm sure some movies are to follow. You know what I mean? Johnny Depp is a very skilled actor, and he has had some characters that have transformed him into an icon. And so therefore, not being able to use that icon status, not being able to monetize that has been probably earth-shattering. So the fact that he's able to get his energy back, the fact that he's able to potentially forgive her of the $10 million, it's actually giving him the energy back. And I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny didn't make 10 times the amount of money that he lost. If he does this, if he continues this loop, because I see where he's going with it, the energy shift that comes in, all this pressure, all this negative push to sue him, to assume he was some type of domestic abuser or whatever, all this negative energy, he's reversed that energy and brought back to him so much positivity, if that's the case. Just in the support he's gotten alone already is, you know, he was almost done. You know what I mean? Like, which is hard to believe. He was such a beloved figure for years and years. And I can remember Johnny Depp in the 90s, you know what I mean, in the 80s. So yeah, for him to potentially make this move of forgiving her of this $10 million judgment, he might have done the most powerful thing you can do to impact somebody like that, to change the story, to change the narrative. It's important for us to remember in relationships, do not allow anyone to impact you in that way. Do not allow anybody to take anything from you, to suck the creativity out of you. It will end in them taking everything you have, everything you love. You have to understand that once you allow people into your life like that, sometimes they will take everything that's valuable to you. A lot of times men are ruined by women who don't have their best interests in mind. A shout out to Johnny. Johnny might actually come out better in this than even if he took the $10 million. Because now he's freed himself. He's gotten his reputation back. And that's so very important. Anyway, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. This is Faucette Media. Hit the bell notification for all uploads, and I'll catch you on the next one.